On Monday, 6th of February, our son Mike and myself decided to go out for a meal at a restaurant next door to our estate. Unfortunately, as soon as I got home, I experienced pains in the stomach, severe diarrhea, and loss of breath. Within no more than 2 minutes, I was actually fighting to get any breath at all. With the assistance of our neighbour, Amy, Mike was able to call an ambulance. I was taken to the Hua Hin public hospital with sirens blaring. Fortunately, I am still here today to tell you my story of the follow-up hospital visits to try and find out why I had an anaphylactic episode. So here we are at the Grad Hospital. I'm here today to get some allergy tests done to find out why I had the anaphylactic episode last week. It is so busy here. There's a lot of, obviously, medical tourism here. So we'll see how we go today. So we're in another department. This is the registration department. The lady's just taken my passport. So we'll just wait and see what goes on next. So we've just filled out all the necessary forms. I've been given a little card for any time I come here to the hospital. I've got my bracelet on just in case I get lost. So now we're going back to the 15th floor for the appointment. There's even a free minibar. So I just went to see the doctor. He was very, very good, very nice. I have to come back in another 3 weeks' time to have the blood tests for the allergies because I've got too much antihistamine and prednisone, what they gave me last week. So we'll be back in another 3 weeks. I just want to mention about EpiPens. If you're coming to Thailand for any length of time or whatever and you're anaphylactic, make sure you bring plenty of EpiPens because I can't actually get one. It takes 6 weeks to order one in. I'm actually going back to Australia, so I will probably pick one up from the chemist there, but yeah, so that's a bit of a concern for anyone with severe allergies here. So we've just come back to the Hua Hin Hospital today to pick up the report because the doctor in Bangkok wants the report of what happened the other night. Our good friend Amy from next door that got the ambulance and everything for me, she came down because it was quite a bit of we didn't know where we were going, so it just cost 102 baht for the report, so we're all good to go. So here we are 3 weeks later at the Grad Hospital getting the allergy skin tests. Just to recap, I was unable to get these tests done earlier because of antihistamine and steroids in my system from when I had the anaphylaxis. Here they are testing me for 31 potential allergies. A drop of each allergen is placed on the skin, as you can see. The skin under the drops is pricked slightly. This did not hurt at all. I then had to wait 5 minutes for the results.
Thank you.
So you leave it like this for 15
All
minutes,
right.
do not scratch.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the allergy tests I've just had were a little bit inconclusive. Like, he thinks there might be a shrimp allergy there, and I had an allergy to dust mite and mold, which didn't bring on the anaphylaxis. But we've got to come back. I've just had blood test, and he will check on those to see if anything will come up then. So we'll be back again on Thursday. Okay, so this was day 3 at the allergy centre at the Bum Run Grad Hospital in Bangkok. I've just seen the doctor. The blood tests have come back. Nothing really of any importance that I have an allergy with. He did say that the fish that I ate, he did say the fish was maybe like a food poisoning, but Mike had that fish as well and he was fine, so I'm not overly sure of that diagnosis. I do still think I'm leaning towards a sulfur dioxide reaction. I know that I can't eat anything that contains sulfur dioxide. Unfortunately, in Thailand, a lot of the labels are covered up or you can't see what's in it. And I do know I've had reactions to sulfur dioxide all my life. So what I will do now is probably just watch what I eat, and then when I go back to Australia, I will get an EpiPen and hopefully it won't happen again. But this little exercise has cost, I got a bill for 28,000 baht for my whole treatment here, so it's quite expensive. You couldn't wish for better service really, but the cost was up there. And not to mention the cost from Hua Hin to Bangkok and return 3 trips. So yeah, so there we go. That's my story. This is the food Mike and I shared the night in question when I had the anaphylaxis. This is what they called a bruschetta. This is the sweet and sour fish we shared. Not much happening there. And this is the garlic chicken. I'm not sure what oil it's floating in or whatever it's made from, the sauce, but that's what happened. I ate it and I nearly died. I never want to go through that again. Well, the moral of the story is don't eat fish, but have your ice cream.